We're here at the RS Component booth, and I'm talking to Pete Wood. You had a lovely story about sending Superman to the moon and back, basically. Why?
Okay. Well, it wasn't quite the moon, unfortunately, but we sent him to the edge of space. So this is him. He's an action figure, a toy action figure. Mattel Toys actually asked us if they could get us to put him into space for us. So we said, yeah, no problem. So what we had to do was get together with some people that we knew to help us design a capsule and the electronics here that we used to track Superman. And we also X-rayed Superman, and we cut him open and we put some electronics inside him as well. So there's the tracking unit here. And we got together and we created this marvellous capsule here in what's called Corex, which is basically plastic cardboard. And inside we made compartments to put all the electronics and the cameras. So we've got some HD cameras here. In fact, they're 4K cameras, so they're super HD. And we put them on some limbs here that we 3D printed all these bits here, all these components, and we drew them in a 3D CAD package, as you can see. And we have some Raspberry Pi cameras here as well, and they were taking pictures of the mission while it was going on. And then what we did is we put him on a big weather balloon. So we inflated a big balloon, and we attached it to the top of here with a parachute, and we let it go, as you can see here. And we launched him up to about 29 kilometers, at which point we set a GPS trigger to send him out on his way back down to the ground. And then we went and tracked Superman, and we tracked the capsule using some radio gear. And we went and found Superman in a tree, and we found the capsule itself just at the end of a farm. So a very good mission. It lasted about just over 3 hours. And to do this is very, very simple if you know the right people. It cost us around £500 to build, so a few €100. So it's quite an exciting hobby, and really enjoyed doing it.
Youngsters are not really at the moment interested in going into electronics. Most of the people think if you're not a nerd, it's boring. You know, how do you actually get involved in something like this and attracting youngsters to think about the possibilities that electronics afford, and you know, why it is actually important?
Okay, well, electronics, especially with the introduction of things like the Raspberry Pi, make computing very accessible to children. You can do some really, really fun projects. We've got some on display here today, but fundamentally what you can do, lots of your schools will have after-school clubs doing really fun electronics projects. They're very simple. You don't have to get too worried that how they're going to be complicated. You don't understand. They're very, very low level of understanding, and you can do things like this quite simply with very cheaply available electronics. And you know, engineers of tomorrow is what we're trying to create. You know, electronics is an exciting field to get into. You know, apps, electronics, it's just great. We love it.
Perfect. Thank you very much.